Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to another tournament stream. It is the third one on the EU server, number 3 of the round robin stage. We are going to see the final top 4 today. Just on this stream, we've already seen 4 games being played in the top 8. And we are still about to see 3 more battles, and these will decide over the final top 4 candidates then, which are going to get into the second stage of this tournament, which will be double elimination, starting tomorrow then. And there we will have, the top 4 teams then still having 2 lives each and participating in the main tournament for the main prize pool of a total of $25,000. So it is super important to make it into this top 4 now and not mess up anymore. For a lot of teams, it is super close. Just to demonstrate what I'm talking about, I will just have to show you, or I'll just show you the current leaderboard there. Okay, let me just pull it over. Come on, like this, please. So my camera is not in the way. Oh, damn, who needs a camera? You know how I look like. All right, this is it. This is the current top 8. We are 4 games in. Losi won every single battle so far, which is quite impressive. And they were not on the same level in the previous season. They are just really, really strong here. Although they were actually, Losi was still, they were getting 3rd spot, I guess, in the last season. And that was close against QQ there. In the end, they did not make it into the grand final. This time they are really looking strong here. Demo is the surprise of this current top 8, a full PC team, which has not been playing on high level before. And they were really looking good. QQ, as mentioned already previously in the grand final, they have shown some really strong games as well here. And then we've got, wait, where's the thingy? That's not what I wanted to go for. I had another one. This one? No, just missing the shortcut. Anyways, let's do it like this. So QQ has been in the grand finals last season. Has been really strong this season as well. Aqua has not made it into the top 4 last season. Also a very strong team, but they are also just having their ups and downs, just struggling a little bit. As you can see, 2 points here. And also Quick only having 2 points. So for those 2 teams especially, it will be super important to perform well today to get their spot in the top 4. Quick and Aqua are also going to face each other today on the last game, which is going to be super, super important for both of these teams here. Then we've got APA, the former champion of multiple seasons already. 4 or 5 times they won. Still, this season, they are having the worst season in years, maybe. I think they had 1 season where they did not make it into the top 8 even. They just dropped out due to some very unlucky games. But otherwise, they have been in the grand finals or even won the last seasons. They have been one of the strongest teams of the entire world here. This team is really OP, but this time they are struggling here. They did not make it too far yet, and they will have to win everything, and they will have to count on the enemies losing a lot of games in order to still make it into the top 4. So API really not in the best situation. Same goes for B-Love. They cannot afford for any single mistake, as will not have any chance anymore. And the first game that we are going to see here is APA versus B-Love. The winner has a serious chance of making it into the top 4 still. The losing team is likely to be out completely. I mean, is likely not having any chance anymore. It's not for sure yet. Of course, Krieg might also lose, or Aqua might also lose everything. But I reckon that it will be needed to win 3 games for any of those 2 teams here in order to secure a spot in the top 4. But the point difference isn't all that big. From 4 to 1 here, I mean, Losi is unlikely to drop out anymore. But let's say 3 points over here to 1 point over here. That's just a 2-point difference. And we're still having 3 battles ahead of us today. Only Aswell is not going to make it. That's pretty sure, actually. And let's just join over to the game. And prepare for the tournament. So let's reset the score. Let me just get rid of something. Okay. Good. So yeah, today will be super important here. I guess actually first of all, the APA versus BLove game will be super important. Second, then another game of APA playing. That would be my favorite to cover. And also in the end, then Aqua versus Quick. But of course, I'm not going to be able to show only the most important games only. I will just follow BLove today. And in that sense, I am maybe counting on them to win the first one. So there's still some room for success. Otherwise, they could be already quite disappointed. If BLove is not winning, as mentioned, then they might have no chance anymore to make it into the top 4. Potentially, it's not for sure yet, but they will probably also have a look at the other results then and know quite quickly what is actually going on there. White Fox saying, "What's you on a portal but fell asleep every time?" I don't know if that's a compliment. Let's try to make it interesting today. Was surprised I haven't seen any Lion tank in the tournament. It's not that great of a tank. Especially since the Lion is just not having any armor, not having DPM, not having greatest mobility. There are better alternatives. I will still put out a Lion review. But yeah. By the way, if you want to get some rewards for watching, make sure to log in on the official website. Link is posted on the chat above there. Make sure to enable cookies, log in on the right server. Only works for EU server. And that you keep the tab in the foreground. Let's go for the games here. APA versus BLove on Ghost Factory. APA playing double E50M, otherwise a lot of AMX M4s, 1 FV215B. The team of BLove playing also 4 of the AMX M4s, double E50M as well, and an IS-7 instead of the FV215B. So very similar lineups. And just that BLove has an IS-7 with slightly more armor and a higher alpha gun. The FV215B, on the other hand, turns out to be highly lethal in this meta with the HE power, which can simply hash the sides of all the AMX M4s. And that means also that the reactive armor, the main strength of the M4s, is simply not as useful, as it does not decrease the damage of HEs. APA heading towards the heavy side. Playmaker going to camp in the back here. Going to give some backup. Also the BLove team is going all heavy side. Some tanks in the C-cap already there. Also some APA tanks in the city. And they are having some tanks to face there. Classical, MP, and Skeleuders getting aggressive. Heavy shootout here of Elmery. Elmery suffering, not having a great time. Also on the other side, Object 3 and the E50M lost a lot of hit points, and BLove just continues their push. They are going full in, and they are continuing here. Going to pick up Elmery still, and then probably going to focus on the E50Ms. MP might have overcommitted. I don't know what MP was doing here. MP just in the middle of everyone, just about to get killed. Maybe the first one to go down here. MP just getting lost on the push. Classic kill, still busy with Elmery here, and Elmery still surviving. Does not look like this push of BLove was a success, but we are still yet to see what's going on. BLove is down 2 tanks. Can they recover this gun disadvantage? ASDF in focus fire in the middle, but also Skeloidus is low in points. Elmery went down, ASDF went down. Skeloidus and Classical both being one-shots. One getting killed, the second getting killed. Great gun advantage to IPA. Hit point advantage to IPA. Object 3 in focus fire here. Rumpelstilzchen will have that kill shot on the very next shot. There we go. And now comes Playmaker with that FV trying to HE the back of Rumpelstilzchen, but getting blocked there by Iwata, who put in all his hit points and armor to shield his teammate, but also he gets focused down there. 2 tanks left on BLove's side only, both of them low on hit points. Where the heck are they? There is... what? There is one over there. Rumpelstilzchen about to get killed as well. And on the other side, we've got the Lavrushka. Also a one-shot. Honestly, it looked like a great push early on, but it just did not work out. Then MP just pushing too far. The others also just not really working together that nicely here, but the first approach did look promising. And the Lavrushka about to get killed here from behind by Bobby Fischer. Alright. And GG to APA. Even if I have to say that BLove was probably the one losing this rather than APA winning. There must have been some miscommunication. Maybe they were surprised about the tanks there. Did not expect the RV to be camping. Of course, they did not know about that one. So maybe they decided to abandon the push. It would have maybe made sense for MP to just not go for the AMX nor push forwards, but instead focus the E50M, because he could get to the back of, who was it, Object 3, who was already quite low on hit points. And that way they could have focused the E50M and also the AMX M4 Elmery simultaneously, could have focused down 2 tanks and would have had a gun advantage. I think that there was a possibility here. So I don't know what exactly happened here, but of course, under lots of pressure in such a situation, mistakes happen. Second game on Ghost Factory. API just switching out one E50M for a second FE215B. BLove going for one more AMX M4 and also going for an E50M and a mouse on top of that. A very heavy lineup for BLove. Very slow lineup as well. Not the greatest damage output, but they're going to have a lot of hit points. That's the main thing for BLove's strategy here. It looks like they are about to play for the heavy side again. With all the M4s, that would be the most obvious thing to do. Similar stretch to last game. Often teams are just going for the middle with everything. On this map, especially when it's such a heavy meta, then it is often about pushing out the enemy cap, either C or B, as that can be played quite aggressively. And let's set up and see what's going to happen. Yeah, BLove on the way towards the heavy side. APA on the way towards the medium side. They're still going for base C, it seems. That might be risky. No, Uni is aware of this risk as well, of course. and he is not going for the cap. Jennifer to the side here, aiming into the factory hall, trying to collect some information. APA has to be careful against this lineup, although the hit point difference isn't that huge. 18,760 to 18,070, so about 700 hit points difference. That's only 2 shots. MP down here. Okay, I was thinking it was AFK for a second. He is baiting, waiting for someone to peek around this corner. MP is unspotted until then, and he might then have some nice crossfire. Bilaf also setting up multiple tanks in the back here, aiming into their spawn. MP is spotting, hoping for someone to fall for the trap and moving in here just a bit too aggressively. Bilaf has 2 caps to none to 1 right now, so they are having a great cap point advantage, and APA will have to do something. ASDF might fall for it. Slowly getting more aggressive, but he's likely to just pick on top here and not really running into MP. Won't even get spotted here. I guess he's not going to see MP nor the other ones. Nope, he's safe. And the rest of API is starting to pressure by C. Nice shot into the Lavushka, into the mouse. Second shot connecting as well. The mouse cannot decap the base, but it won't be all that important, because still Bilaf has a great cap lead. Bobby Fischer got spotted, took some shots over here. Bilaf's shootout wasn't working out all that greatly, although they are still having good positions here. Jennifer potentially going to steal base B. And the rest of Bilaf is counter-pushing onto those guys on base C. The AMX is over here. Uni and Elmery potentially just a tad too aggressive. Might get pushed out by Rumpelstilzchen, Skeloides, and some more backup potentially as well. Rumpelstilzchen going all the way behind here. Classical also coming in from the side. Uni in focus fire. Also base B gets capped on the other side. Base C can get stopped, but it will be rather about getting some kill in for now. Uni not having reactive armor anymore. Triple cap for APA. Bilaf has to make sure to also get some caps back to not lose out on the points. MP on the other side still in focus fire, but he is surviving for a long time, which is absolutely great. He can just pull away the APA guys and gain some time for his teammates to win the other side. But APA is winning on the trites here. APA is having 2k hit points more already. Playmaker just got killed. De Lavushka is a one-shot. Still might have a very last shot before going down. Gets picked up there. Guns actually in favor of APA. Hit points quite close, but also in favor of APA. And APA is pushing forwards now onto Rumpelstilzchen. Going for the AMX. And will be able to pick him up as well. Both tanks died here. Both teams lost 1 tank. But we are suddenly only in a 2 versus 4 situation. Only Classical is having hit points over there. Vata is about to go down as well. Getting blocked there by the AMX. And it is APA winning this game. Second battle on Ghost Factory that they are winning. Classical now chances over there. Object 3 having the HEs into that rear. Strong performance by APA again. Bilaf not quite at it. It was actually a nice way of doing this, or a nice way of Bilaf pushing back towards base C. It seemed like that was a nice option. But they lost way too many hit points on the go, and also Uni and Elmery, they were the ones getting pushed onto. They still dealt a ton of damage. More than 3 of Bilaf's team. So that was really working out quite well for APA. B-Love's strategy failing. And we're switching maps. Now on to bot bay. B-Love again playing a similar lineup to last time. Only 2 of the E50Ms now. 5 AMX M4s. APA going for double light tank, 1 E50M, double Fe215B, double AMX M4. So very fast lineup. Looks like they are going to push into the corner, into the medium corner there. The double light tanks will get there quite easily, not necessarily unspotted, but they have a great mobility advantage and also a low silhouette, so they can reach the corner before B-Love is even in position. And once they have the corner, it will be very hard to counter push because of the E50Ms just getting stuck then, getting crossfired. But I imagine that B-Love is not even going for the medium side with this lineup. Otherwise, they would also bring some more mobility to the field. So B-Love going for the city. Also doesn't necessarily look like a holding strategy for the seaside with these tanks. So I would imagine them to just go for A and B. Question is if API can counter that by decapping base B still. Yeah, they're also sending some tanks over to the city. Actually, almost all the tanks. B-Love sending most tanks towards base B. Some tanks still holding here, spotting passively. Alright. I think they probably adjusted their strat to API. Just try to... Oh, nice crossfire here by Bobby Fischer. I think they probably expected them to just go C, so they set up a C decapping strat here. While API potentially just read the lineup and adjusted their strategy to shoot out base A. Could be possible, otherwise they would do something counterintuitive to the lineup that they were playing. Both options definitely on the table. Cannot tell if they are planning this from the start on or if it was an adjustment here. Almery made it into the corner unspotted, which is great for him. Going to deliver a lot of spots here and also crossfire. Nice shot into Rumpelstilzchen, who will be spotted for 20 seconds due to tracer shells. Vata and Evgeny moving up. Also the Lavushka. Vata unspotted still. Now getting spotted by the M4s in the river. But Vata might be able to make it into the corner. If he does get there almost unharmed at least, he can 1v1 the light tank quite easily. For now he is not really willing to do it. And B-Love now mostly on the C-cap, playing quite aggressively. I think B-Love has a bit of an advantage. Over there we've got Bobby Fischer flanking around, also Classical is flanking around. Rumpelstilzchen fairly passive there, not all that helpful for the moment. But Classical moving in now. Classical coming in from behind, going to be super important. Vata dared to go for the push, now in the 1v1 against Elmery. And also Vata lost a lot of hit points here, still having the reactive armor, not being a one-shot, but Elmery will go down. It is not possible for Vata to face hack, so he's not winning the 1v1. Rumpelstilzchen still also trying to push over. He has to win this 1v1 now, but gets shot from behind already by Bobby Fischer. If Rumpelstilzchen is able to win the 1v1, then we will have a nice advantage for B-Love in this corner. Yet he is nice. There we go. There we go. API losing 3 tanks here, and 1 tank only is down on side of B-Love. Now the second one is down, and B-Love on the advantage also on the hit points. Playmaker getting killed right there as well. 2 versus 5. Bobby Fischer now moving into the fight, trying to get Rumpelstilzchen. Still getting rammed there, failing to circle. Nice ram by Rumpelstilzchen. That was about 1.1k damage just in ramming damage. But also, the light tank is not going to be able to change much of this outcome here. Bilaf with a strong counter push onto base C. Awesome job here. Bilaf still in the game. Despite it looking like API was having the advantage on the C side, Bilaf pushed in really well there. Sneaked up into the corner. The push into the corner with the E50M was a tricky one. They lost the corner, and often it's so important to win the corner there. If there is a tank in the corner, it can crossfire all the time. And pushing into the corner means that you are getting shot down by the others. Like it happened to Vata. So Bilaf is back just a little bit. 2-1 in a best of 7. API is still in need of 2 more wins. And Bilaf going to play a different lineup, slightly different lineup with a light tank as well as an E50M and an Fe215B. API also adjusting their strategy a little bit, going for something similar to Bilaf last game. This time they are playing double E50M as well. One Chieftain and an Fe215B also. And that looks like a faster lineup dedicated to the medium side. Both lineups, by the way, just looking like a medium-sided lineup. Not really any typical city tanks here. No German super heavies also. And also a Chieftain or Fe215B. Especially the Chieftain is not that great in city terrains. Let's see how they are going to use it. If it's just going to be a massive brawl for the medium corner and the C-cap. Of course, we might also see some sneaky pushes through the middle again, like on last game, where Classical pushed around the B cap. APA heading to the mat side. Bilaf is not doing so. Fe215B used as a camping tank, as we can see quite often in the current meta, because the FV has really nice accuracy. Just taking a TD for that purpose isn't a huge benefit. Only just able to put out a bit more damage early on, but in the pushing stage later on, then the Fe215B is much more useful. Light tank delivered some first spot and is able to fall back. Completely unspotted, unharmed. Base C gets taken, but also base A and base B get taken at the same time. API already rotating back to their own spawn to catch this push. They have spotted one M4, 2 M4s over there. And I think API is not going to go for them. They want to ignore those tanks because they are very committed to their own spawn. And API expects them to have some more backup, so API is rotating once more to the other side, into the enemy spawn now. Bilaf with a double cap advantage, shooting down some wall here in order to have their eyes on base B. Evgeny ready to fire into base B as well, as API is approaching the enemy spawn. Nothing there though. Vata in a sneaky position to spot from the side here in case anyone was pushing up behind that house there. Bilaf is just making sure that they are having their eyes on base B from lots of different angles. And also base A is well covered here. All of the Bilaf tanks relatively close together. Only this M4, the Lavrushka, is a bit isolated, might get pushed onto, but that's not going to happen, as we can see from above. Some shots being traded here. Jennifer taking some shots. Also Classical getting tagged there. Trades relatively even. Both teams lost a few hit points. And there comes a push onto base B. ASTF going in first. Cannot get decapped just yet. But tanks are coming out here. MP, Skeloides, both putting in their shots. There are 2 tanks facing 1. That will not be possible for API to recap base B. But they are simultaneously pushing back onto the A side here. And there is Vata especially, who is very isolated. Will be a very easy target. Shots into Classical though. Vata can still run away. Takes 1, takes 2. It will be so important for Vata to get out of this misery. Here Vata circling around, taking a shot, but Uni is still going to take some more hits here. Skeloides and Vata might have him. No, Skeloides not getting that shot in. E50M going full in. Bobby Fischer getting behind MP, setting him on fire as well. Vata getting focused. 2 tanks out on either side at this point. 910 points for Bilaf. Another tank on API side got killed. 1 on Bilaf side as well. Tanks even. Hit points in favor of Bilaf. Playmaker about to get killed here. Down to a 1-shot. Will get picked up over there. 950 points for Bilaf. They still having the A-cap, but the A-cap is being stopped. So Bilaf still needs 1 kill, 2 kills. But Classical is also down to a 1-shot. Will get killed as well. So that's not going to be enough. Bilaf will need 2 more kills still, because they are not having the A-cap. It's still getting stopped there. No caps for Bilaf right now. They still need that 1 kill, but it is only Object 3 left alive here in a 3 versus 1 situation. And Object 3 will get taken out here by Dilavrushka. Rumpelstilzchen able to cover there potentially. Object trying a desperate last shot onto the E50M, but failing to connect. Rumpelstilzchen able to cover behind the racks of other teammates and enemies there. Nicely done by both of the teams. A really strong push by API. Good holding strategy by Bilaf. It was pretty close, although in the end Bilaf was actually turning out to have a good advantage then. Still a good approach, a good attempt by APA. There was still quite a hit point gap to cover, but the approach wasn't bad at all. 2-2 now. Good to see that it is still as close as it could be. And we are not having any winner yet. And we are switching maps. Both teams still in need of 2 more points. Vineyards will be the next one. With a team of API going for double Super Conqueror, AM Maxes, double pack as well. An E50 Chieftain T100 light tank. Who looks like a strategy focused on the ruins, at least to some degree. Unlikely to be a very aggressive strategy, but probably they will have some tanks going for the ruins to shoot out base A. And then there is Bilaf going for also quite a fast lineup here. Double E50M 200 light tank. Chieftain as well. Also that is a rather aggressive tank. And then the AMXs, 3 of them. Also Bilaf's strat looks a bit like a B shootout. Might be either from the ruins or even from the seaside. But of course they might also adjust to play something very passively. Yet both teams are having some aggressive possibilities, some aggressive potential on their lineups here. Can they make it work though? It's getting closer and closer, and it's just to point it out once more, it's so important for both of these teams to get some points. They are not in the top 4 yet, far from it. They really need to win everything. And Marie and Bobby Fischer moving into the ruins. The others are going to approach base B, potentially also pushing forwards over there. Both teams committing to the ruins. Bobby Fischer spotting carefully. Vata already in position to shoot base B. Getting shot there. Double tap. Nicely done. And also Bobby Fischer takes one in return. But both teams are safe. Base A can get capped a bit more easily than base B. Classical potentially pushing forwards here. Uses reactive armor. Wants to take some shots. He is fine with that. He is going in here on the corner, but I don't think he has any advantage here. But their teammates are coming in. The E50Ms. Oh, the E50Ms losing some hit points. MP lost a ton of HP, but the push is still coming in. They want to support Classical. Yet there are other tanks supporting still. Rumpelstilzchen afraid of overcommitting. Elmery is there. Playmaker is there. Bobby Fischer is there. Classical kind of alone right now. Skeloid is coming in to support. This is not looking too great for Belaf here. Belaf on the hit point disadvantage, and also Classical in big trouble here, but Uni getting shot down to a one-shot now. Skeloid in focus fire. Rumpelstilzchen also not useless. MP is having some struggle there, some trouble to help out sufficiently. Skeloid pushing forwards. Both teams lost one tank. Over there we've got another brawl going on. Object 3 in the river. Zilavrushka pushing in on the Super Conqueror, who also takes some shots from the side. The AMX is pressuring the B-cap. Over there though, I think that's the main brawl here. Belaf lost 2 tanks. Also they are down about 1.5k hit points. And the API is getting aggressive, finding MP. Rumpelstilzchen now in a 1v2 situation, but also Bobby Fischer can get taken out or can get shot by Vata from the side. Rumpelstilzchen gets the kill in. Nicely done. Rumpelstilzchen still quite low on hit points, but is a 2-shot at the moment. Gets taken out by Jennifer though. Now it is about Vata, who is absolutely trapped here. Only 2 tanks left alive. 1.6k hit points, that's not a lot. Yevgeny going in. Getting no kill shot in. And that means that API is winning this one. Both teams having very similar approaches to this map. Yet they were not able to, or Belaf was not able to keep pushing there. Did not expect the IMXs to come in that quickly. They had the idea of sending in the IMX to get some support by the E50Ms, just to push out the enemy mediums there. But API was faster to react to it, faster to get into good positions. Actually, both teams had very similar ideas here. Just that 2 tanks of API pushed in, while there was only 1 tank of the Belaf team pushing in first. And that was already the advantage for API. 3 points and now for API match point. Second game on Vineyards. Belaf had a bit of an advantage on... no, actually it was maybe... it was actually API having the advantage with their spawn. Now it is Belaf with a slightly better spawn. Not a huge difference though. And on the last game, the advantage in positioning did not... or in possible positions did not really make a difference, because no one was pushing towards base A aggressively. Yeah, Tommy D saying it, AMX M4, pretty popular these days, absolutely. AMX is just the tank to go for in this current meta, with the reactive armor, with the amount of hit points. This game though, both teams only picking 2 of the AMXs. Interestingly, some WZ113 on the lineup of Belaf, also double I7 E50 T100 light tank. API is going for some British DPM tanks instead, but also having some mobility on the field with an E50M and a T100 light tank. Both teams relatively even in amount of hit points early on. Belaf heading towards the ruins again. API not doing so. They are applying for a passive A strat, while also sending some tanks over to base C. Oh, Vata on a very aggressive first spot here. Not getting in any decaps on Bobby Fischer though. Getting some spots though. Bobby Fischer able to escape unharmed. Skeloides with the IS-7 is also there already. That's the advantage of this spawn here, that you can move right in front of base A quite easily and still have tanks covering. That is not possible from the other spawn because there is this hill here, so you cannot push towards base B and have tanks behind. Bilaf has no control of any caps right now, has not taken base B. And taking base A will also be tricky. There is still Playmaker in the back that can get killed. But at the same time, API is already aggressing over here. But Bilaf has found a solution. They can push out ASTF. They are going in here. They might have to go for Playmaker simultaneously. And they also have to worry about the caps. Evgeny now moving forwards here. Bilaf pushing away from the B cap. And API already getting behind there. API is faster than Bilaf with their push. I think API is having the advantage, although Bilaf currently has a 8-point lead. But the cap points are also going to play a huge role in this game still. API very aggressive there, getting the first kill in. ASTF also one shot, will get taken out on the next one. But Elmery and Bobby Fischer are right behind that AMX there, shooting him down. Classical now getting pushed onto by Object 3. Is a one shot. Still puts out the last one before going down. Nope, he's not going down. That was a low roll of Object 3. Playmaker has been taken out. Classical putting out the last shot and is about to get killed. Base A gets taken. On the other side, the E50M and the light tank are going full YOLO on Vata, who got found alone there. Not a good situation for him to be in. The Bilaf team needed the light tank in the very end. But 4v4 right now. 800 points for APA. The Lavushka with the 113. Slightly out of position. Might be able to survive for a moment still. Base B gets capped. Uni is in the open. Rumpelstilzchen has to make sure to not lose too many hit points to the light tank. And the E50M over there cannot cap base B. Gets shot for a lot of damage. Bilaf on the hit point advantage though. Able to pick up another kill. Evgeny coming in from behind for Uni. But the points are a huge issue here for Bilaf. Rumpelstilzchen has to go for base C potentially. Over there is a 113. 900 points for API. I think that API is going to win on points. Evgeny now having to hold up a base A. Skeloides having to go for base B. Skeloides though very low on hit points. The 113 already a one shot. 980 points. Base C got cut. Got stopped. Base B got stopped. 985 points. But whenever API is getting just one kill, they will win this. But Rumpelstilzchen over there now in a 1v1 using reactive armor. Still he is a one shot. If he does not get to face Zack Bobby, then it is a win for API. And that is API making it in the very end here. Super close game. And that means API is having a serious chance of getting into the top 4 still, although it will be still super close for them. But I think for Bilaf, that will be over here. That will mean that they are not going to make it, as they are just going to struggle a lot to get over the points of the others. Very beautiful close matches here. Let me just update the website in the background. Wait, let me just put this alert a bit to the side there. Okay. GG's here. So let's take a look. Other games are also all over. So the first matches of the day. Aqua beating TQ 4-0. Oh my gosh. Crazy. Did not expect this. TQ so strong this season. Losing that badly here. So QQ currently on 4th spot. They are still going to have to win a lot. But QQ facing Astville in the next game. That is likely to be a win. QQ also facing Losi in the end. That's going to be tricky. At the same time, Crick lost to Demo. And Demo is probably in the top 4 already. Losi is also very safe to be in the top 4. Losi won 5 out of 7 games. And Demo won 4 out of 7 games. I think both of those are safe. Aqua QQ on 3 points. They might still get overtaken by Crick or APA. But Crick and APA, let's see who they are facing. Crick is facing B-Love. B-Love probably demotivated right now. What if B-Love won against Crick? Then B-Love would have 2 points. I mean, if QQ lost everything or Aqua lost everything, then on the B-Love won everything, then there is still a chance for B-Love. But I don't know, if B-Love won 2 games, well, they need to win 2 games and the others cannot win any other game, because 3 points is a 2-point difference here to B-Love. So there is really this only chance. Only if QQ and Aqua are losing from now on and B-Love is winning from now on. APA, on the other hand, is only 1 point behind, same as Crick. What does it take for them to still make it into the top 4? So APA is still going to face Aqua on the next game. If APA is winning against Aqua, then they are having the same amount of points. And in the end, Aqua is facing Crick, that might be a win. APA is fighting Ace as well, that is likely to be a win. So if APA and Aqua are having the same amount of points, then it will be APA ahead of Aqua if they are winning. If APA versus Aqua here turns out to be a win for APA. Oh man, and also Crick, they are fighting B-Love. Then Crick is fighting Aqua. Also Aqua versus Crick will be super important here, deciding over the final top 4. Yeah, Crick has to try their best. They have a serious chance. B-Love is pretty safe to be out, I guess. Who is B-Love still? Who is B-Love still facing? B-Love is still facing Demo, and they are facing Crick, yeah. I don't know against whom B-Love already won. B-Love lost here. Wait, they won against Aswell, and B-Love won. They only won against Aswell. Yeah, they only have 1 win. Yeah, even if B-Love manages to get an even score as Crick or QQ or Aqua, even if B-Love manages to win every game from now on, they will have 3 points only. And they lost against all of these teams, apart from Aswell, so B-Love has no chance anymore. Yeah, I'm pretty sure about that. They are just not going to get ahead of the points anymore of QQ or Aqua, because they are losing, they have lost against them. Alright, I think that's it for B-Love. Still, I hope they're still going to deliver some nice games just for the show and just going to end the season with pride. Okay, we're having some time now. So let me just grab my iPad, play some randoms. Okay. Let me just connect that real quick. Unfortunately, I'm not getting to stream the other matches there. I wish I would have the opportunity, but of course I cannot have all of the best games. So let's just look at it later on. All right. iPad set up. Tommy, thank you. Yeah, everyone, welcome to the channel, by the way. If you are here for the first time, my name is Nino, not N90, as some people are getting it wrong. Nino, or Paul, just like that, will also be fine. And yeah, I'm just doing some Blitz content, mostly some streams and also some tactical guides. Trying to emphasize some nice quality there on the videos. If you're interested in that kind of stuff, then please consider subscribing to the channel as well. If you want to see more of this, then maybe also just leave a like if you're enjoying what you're seeing right now. If you're watching on YouTube and are a European player, then you can just join over to the platform. And then you can get some rewards for watching. If you are watching on the platform right now already, then maybe consider just joining over to YouTube before leaving at some point or the other, just to leave a subscription potentially. I would be happy if you did so. All right. I got the lion today. Quite happy about it. But let me actually not play it. Currently, I still have some nice win rate because I was quite lucky on the first game. So then I decided to just platoon with it, and I will try to farm some win rate on this thing still. Because usually I don't farm win rate entirely on one tank, so I don't have any single tank worth greater than 80% win rate. Mostly I play solo. So let's try it on the lion to get like 85 or so. Streams like ASMR, I fall asleep. What are you expecting? I mean, that's a compliment and an insult at once, I guess. I would just choose to take it as a compliment. I guess someone has never seen any sports yet. Alright, quick spot here, and I can already shoot him. Okay. What are we going to do here? Enemies have 2 more mats that I don't know about yet. Nah. Of course he gets to shoot me. Lion just able to cover there. Honestly, that's kind of useless to just shoot the cupola at a distance like this. Nah, man. Why is he there? Camping. Oh, no. Yeah, I don't see us winning this flank here, not without my teammates getting more aggressive, but I don't think that's really the best option. Nice. T100 can take out this fella there. Nice. Luckily, this thing is insane at the side scraping or reverse side scraping. 3.7k blocked already. I'm just absorbing all the damage for my hit points. For my teammates. Oh. Oh no. Anti-eye rolls, but the game's won. Next. And no, the battles are not over. We will still have some more games. Just taking a bit still, like 10 minutes, and then I get the next room invite. So I will just play some random games until then. I might need some more tea for this session here. And I've been streaming at noon already on the Apex server. Also, that stream for 3 hours because of the ultra long day here. Yesterday I've been streaming twice as well, the day before as well. And yesterday I did a mistake of still playing some random games after the actual tournament. And I played, I was streaming for 6 hours in total. Plus the 3 hours, or 2 hours early on. What? Oh, dude. Yeah, he got punished for it. I don't think I really want to stay here. Would be nice if we won the left side, but it's currently 1v1. Ah, no. Come on, nice. Great max roll. Okay, luckily E100 did not shoot me. I should be fine here, right? Yeah. Let's just reload the clip. I guess E100 is going to cap base B. Oh, actually not. Actually just pushing. He won't like this. Still 3v3 right now. You know what, I should not be here. Farming E100 is kind of pointless. Let's try to take out E50M. Let us show it in potentially. Ah, no. There we go. Nice. Oh, that was closer than expected. Hello there. I guess he's going to turn for the ice 4. Shooting the back for the fuel tank. Ah, okay. Gotcha. Nice. Actually, if you are having the Caro or the Projector, you don't really need a Lion. Honestly, Caro is great enough. Well, let's maybe give this one a go again. I barely play it. Wait. I went for some wrong. equipment, I guess. Oh, I don't know. I think that will be better. DPM nerf on the AMX 30B is unfortunately nothing that I enjoy. It was my favorite tank, or one of my favorites. But all the other mediums got buffed and this one got nerfed, of course. Okay, 3 mats on the other side. I don't know, do I still go right side? Yeah, okay, teammates are coming. Might have had to adjust to it and just go for the heavy side, if not for the heavies to also follow up here. Okay, let's start with spotting the TD, maybe. Oh, nice. Okay, he's not there anymore. Would have surprised me. Finally, I can still see him on a mini-map. But just the previous position. Okay, I cannot spot any campers there, so let's try to take out this dude. Gotcha. Ah, it's still a lovely tank. Still great accuracy, great mobility. Oh, camping Sheridan. Sheridan is running. He's using the speed boost. And that's, of course, perfectly covering him. I am not too sure about reticle calibration on this thing. Generally I like it, but it's not a great benefit on tanks that have great accuracy anyways. Nah. Nice. Bones! Okay, that was poorly aimed, honestly. He's still reloading. Ah, come on, team. Okay. Cannot actually the low apply there. Nice. Oh, actually, for this kind of shot, reticle calibration is nice. And another one, nice. It's not completely useless. Honestly, I was just blaming the nerf so much already, or the changes. Because it got the DPM nerf, it got Spore Liner, which is just completely unnecessary on this thing, and it got a reticle calibration. But the DPM nerf, and also mobility nerf, just a little bit. That I was not too happy with. Especially since some other light tanks got DPM buffs. And some mediums like the CS63, E50M. Then we've also had some other mediums with DPM nerfs like the M60, M48, and also, which one was it? WZ121. But they got more use for special consumables in my opinion. Please stream APA. Unfortunately, I cannot select the teams that I follow. Have you thought about broadcasting other sports, esports or physical? Oh, honestly, no. I have no idea of other sports either. Like, I'm a pro at Blitz. But about other sports, I don't really have any idea. Still, I think the skill set that I learned from streaming Blitz content and also esports here is not only going to be useful for esports or sports commentary. That was a beautiful cupola shot, by the way. Oh, I'm getting to enjoy the reticle calibration on this thing. Nice ammo rack. Let's clear this corner. Okay. Nice. Can somebody push, please? So I don't have to take the shots. Hopefully he doesn't have the big gun. He does have the big gun. Nice. But he shot. Okay, let's hide here from the Yak. Yeah, that's the DPM nerf there. Where I just peeked out a bit too soon. Again, just so used to this reload, to the old reload. If you've played 2000 games with the same amount of reload time and then it gets changed, then it's really weird. Okay, nice. Let's go for AMX. No. -1. -2. He cannot kill me anymore in a clip. Hopefully he's going for the reload. Nice. Actually, he did not go for the reload, so he only has 2 shots and I can kill him now. That's actually even better than if he went for the reload. Ooh. No! I'm dead. Oh my gosh. I am pretty sure he was reloaded already. Nice. And I will get the kill shot. Nice. Man, that got a lot closer than I expected. Did I have any fires or so? No, just 6k. And the next room invite is in. Let's save it. Just generally, I am sharing my best games on Discord as well. And if you want to do the same, you feel invited. We have a great community with a Discord server of about 2,000 something, 2,200 members. So quite a lot of good gameplay. Good replays are being collected there, some other fun moments, etc. Frostbite asking, which city in Germany would you recommend visiting for a first-time traveler to Germany? I would say generally it's a mistake to go for the large cities in Germany. Thing is, we had World War II and most of the large cities just got destroyed and most of them did not get rebuilt in the most pretty way because they were just rebuilt in pretty cheap ways then and only get some economic boom later on. So what I find in the most pleasant to visit in Germany are the smaller towns. And there are lots of them. There are some big towns which are quite pretty as well, namely München, Then there is Hamburg, then there is Dresden as well. For smaller towns, there are lots and lots of very beautiful places, honestly. Like, my personal highlights that I've seen so far were Heidelberg and also Marburg. Some small medieval towns. Often the university cities are the best ones when it comes to just the amount of bars and life in a city. So if it's a smaller town with a lot of students in there, then it's just the best for the quality of life in there. And just generally, these cities have a lot to offer. But yeah, the southwest, where Heidelberg is in Marburg, that's very beautiful. You have the Rhine River and some other rivers there with the wine vineyards to the side. So if you like white wine, then just go there. Or just generally, if you like wine, then it's the best place. Lots of little castles and ruins. Both, actually. Yeah, just stay clear of the large towns like Cologne or Berlin. Some people love to go there, but honestly, there is not much speaking for these cities. They have club culture, but they are not pretty cities at all. They are known for having good bars and just for going out, but otherwise, could not recommend for visiting. But just one city only in Germany, that's tricky. Also, I can recommend my hometown, Münster. Also very beautiful, with a lot of history. Deep Purple asking, does the 30B play similar to the AMX 31 prototype? Kind of, yes. Yeah. Similar, not the same playstyle, because you're having less armor on the 30B. But yeah, in general, it's very similar hull down playstyle with good mobility, not a lot of hull armor. Okay, let's talk about Quick versus Belov. Two Ukrainian-Russian teams here. Quick with a lineup of double Fe215B, LT, Grandwagen, triple AMX M4 on Hellas, the map that I've just played there on the 30B. Belov, on the other hand, going for an Fe42, double M60s, triple AMX M4 and an E50M. I love to see them play some M60s. I have often talked about M60s maybe having a potential in this meta as well, because I love this tank. With a speed boost, it's so freaking strong. But of course, there are other mediums or heavy tanks that are also really, really strong, so people don't generally go for the M60. But Belov loves to experiment a little bit. They have also played some T62As quite successfully. And now they are going for M60 power. Let's see what they can do with it. Quite a fast lineup there for Belov. Actually, they have the 7-star avatar here. Nagibato, Brick Sniper and Slobina Lisa. Both of them have migrated their accounts from the Russian server, as Lester was created or took over the Russian part of Blitz. Russian server. And it is Quick moving towards the heavy side, Belov speed boosting towards the C side with the M60s, as they are having great gun depression in that corner. But they are not facing anyone there. Fe42 and E50M immediately capping base C, but it will be a cap advantage on base B. LT already done capping base A, and base B is also quick to be taken. No one there to defend that. Belov just proceeding with their push deep down into the enemy spawn. But there are Trizimir and Slobina Lisa who are holding up the spawn area just to make sure that no one is flanking into their back and taking this hill area, which is just offering some very nice hull down positions for shooting into the A cap. So losing the spawn area often means that you are in horrible crossfire. So nice positioning here by Tshirts, although he might be a little bit too isolated. Currently he can get shot without Slovenia, Lisa and Shipstick being able to do anything about it. Tshirts losing out on hit points. Getting out traded quite easily, but Krieg is moving in from the side as well now. Having the Kranwagen ready, having an AMX M4 coming up there as well. And Bilaf is simply out trading Tshirts still. Might be able to pick him up quite soon. And Krieg cannot really re-push yet. There goes the M4 in that corner. Gun advantage to Bilaf. And they are still behind on the caps. Also, they are behind on the HP. That doesn't look all that great for them. But they have more guns on the field, which might be crucial here for winning this. Also, the Kranwagen doesn't have the greatest DPM once emptying the clip. But it will be about killing those FV215Bs here. Classical and the Lavushka are struggling to go in here, as they are getting faced by a lot of tanks. But Slovenia is prominently ammo-wrecked for the time being. Before being able to reload, he might still need some time. Nagibauta trying to take some pressure off of his teammates, but gets shot into pieces there. Is down to a one-shot already. Bilaf lost the first tank. The Lavushka and also Afanium low on HP. Cannot be too aggressive here anymore. Rumpelstilzchen now coming in. Hit point gap not all that big anymore. Let's also not forget that Bilaf is just playing some more medium tanks, so they are having some better DPM on the field and more mobility. But they are facing each other in a close combat fight here, where the heavy tanks are generally at the advantage. Rumpelstilzchen now moving into the side. It is a kill there for Bilaf, guns even though. 995 points though for Krieg, and that is going to be the point win for Krieg on game number 1. And that was a good one by the Krieg team. Just immediately taking double caps turned out to be crucial for turning things around in their favor. And Bilaf are really struggling with that push, although it was kind of working out to push forwards and just out-trade that isolated AMX there. In the end, it was not quite enough. So Krieg on win number 1, and they are switching the lineup up a little bit. Bilaf also not going for the M60s anymore. Now going for some VK90, going for some M4, FV215B, Kranwagen as well, Super Conqueror, AMX M4 and a light tank. Krieg applying Super Conqueror, FV215B, E50M. Man, look at the different amount of tanks here. That is quite rare in tournaments, especially in this meta. It's actually not the case. In this meta, we are often having more variety in the lineups, and that's nice to see. A lot more good tanks are possible to play. Krieg having a mixed lineup here. It's just as Bilaf, not a team with a faster lineup than the other. Both teams having tanks that can be holding, that can be pushing, but mostly it's not a super aggressive lineup that can be set here. And we've got game number 2 ongoing. Again on Hellas, of course, different spawns. I think with this kind of lineup we might see something like holding multiple different sides. Holding base B, going for base C as well. Yeah. S-Conk going to hold it down there. Nagibator is hull down towards base B. Nubvi tank here going for the B cap. Vata on the other side doing the exact same thing with this light tank going for base A. Cap advantage for Bilaf. Also VK90 holding their mirrored strategy to the Super Conqueror. Also both teams have an FE215B camping in a TD spot. But Bilaf is a bit more committed to the corner. Otherwise very similar, just Chipsig does not have anyone to face to the front there. Bilaf with a tank advantage over here. Are they going to make use of it? Yes, they are going in. Failing the first shots, but also not taking anything in return. The E50M and also M4 immediately taking that OP position here to hold up this side. Striker and Trismiel just actually going back in a bit again, noticing that the enemies are not going full YOLO. Bilaf also capping base C. Sneaky way of taking the base in an almost a push here. Bilaf just attempted a push, fell back immediately, did not have any advantage. But now Bilaf is kind of stuck here and is losing momentum, which allows Quick to pull over some tanks to maybe re-push onto those tanks there. Amount of tanks is even. Another one is coming in. At the same time, we've got Vata flanking around. I think the VK90 is too far away from the main fight here. Same as Classical. They might get ignored if Quick is pushing in on base C. But Quick is not doing so. Quick is also relocating, as this is also some decent positioning of Bilaf, having those 3 tanks covering behind the rock, with the Kranwagen right behind having that clipping potential. So anyone going in first would lose almost all the hit points straight away. And Bilaf is not losing any hit points either. So it is suddenly more about the A cap, and I was too quick to criticize Bilaf for having the T100 and the Afghani VK90 here to hold base A. Because Krieg has relocated and is now pushing into the enemy spawn. Classical also moving up again here. Might be wanting to re-push onto Chipsig. But Slobina is going in. Slobina potentially a bit too aggressive here with this push. Now we can also see some movement over here. The Kranwagen out of position suddenly. Getting killed already. And the other tanks still having a tank advantage here for Bilaf. But they are not really able to pick up any kills there. Nagibator bouncing a shot on the side there on the tracks. Gun advantage for Quick. 2 guns more on the field. 1 gun more on the field. As on the other side, Sabina Lisa got killed. Nagibator down to 1 shot, but can survive here. Fanium getting pushed out. MP also still having hit points, but is going to be alone here. 940 points for Quick. Vata going to go for base B on the other side there. But it will be quite easy for Bilaf to lose this, or for Quick to win this, as they only need 1 more kill. MP might... No, he's not able to pick up Trismiel anymore. So it is a point win for the Quick guys. Very well done there. Quick winning match number 2. Oh. Let me just ready up first and actually show the result once more. I've not checked the team result at all. Chipsig not having a good time on his AMX. I don't know what exactly happened to the Kran here. Looks like the positioning was quite good for Bilaf, but Quick just pushed in and Kranwagen dropped down. I've not seen that, unfortunately. While the Kran was suddenly at the bottom, allowing Quick to push in. So 2-1 and now for Quick. And we are switching maps to New Bay. Bilaf with a double 215B lineup. Quadruple AMX M4, E50M as well. Quick going for a 30B, double Super Conqueror, some AM4s as well, and an E50M is quite a light lineup for this map, because New Bay is often being played almost full heavy. What is the E50M going to do? My prediction would be that the E50M is actually going for the bridges, but from the middle area. It wouldn't be all that useful to take it towards the bridges frontally. It wouldn't be that useful to take it to the bridges, to the park area either. Or maybe it's an aggressive push through the park, to the heavy side. For that, an E50M is also used quite often. Let's see. I have not paid attention to the spawns yet. Yeah, Quick is on the park side. They might do the full B push or send the E50M. Well, they might also just go for the right here, go for base A. Is he going straight into A? No, he's actually moving up here. Just a simple strategy. I was overthinking this. Hull-down tanks moving up the bridges. Super Conquerors and M4s. Advantage for Quick on the bridges here. On the other side, Belaf already pushed it down to the enemy park. The light tanks suffered a lot, down to 900 hit points. Belaf will be able to steal by C as well, so double capped for Belaf. No, they're not going for the caps at all. They want to go for the shootout here, seeing that Quick is kind of trapped on the hill here on the bridges, and Vata is getting shot down there. Vata was a bait, but got shot into pieces. Belaf has played this strategy in the past already. Usually it was working out quite nicely to have this kind of crossfire here and cover this isolated E50M, and this time the E50 died way too quickly. And Belaf not able to put out enough damage. Still, Belaf is on a hit point advantage, despite having a tank disadvantage for the moment. Classical getting focus here, getting taken out. But also Nagibato is a one-shot now. Might get picked up from behind here. Dilavushka is moving in. Has the kill shot. Aphanium now. Low on hit points. Also Chipsik fairly low. Striker low on hit points. Rumpelstilzchen can maybe go for the kill shot there. Not quite. Also Rumpelstilzchen losing a lot of hit points as he is trying to escape. Striker, who is moving up from behind. It was only a track shot here. Rumpelstilzchen getting tracked again. Nope. Is maybe able to take out the E50M. Not getting killed by the S-Kong. If Rumpelstilzchen manages to penetrate an HE, he will have this, but that's not going to happen here. But only Scorpion Jago is left alive on the field here. Belaf losing out on the main fight in the middle. Despite the hit point lead, that was just not working out. Quick doing better at isolating the tanks. And that is the 3-0 for Quick. I feel like Belaf doesn't quite have it anymore. Honestly, Belaf is just not able to win anything here. They have won 3 seasons in the past already. But ever since then they are struggling and not making it into the top 4 anymore. And they were playing such awesome games. Well coordinated, great teamwork, and now they have basically the same team. They did not change any players actually. Maybe one, I don't know about Aphanium. I think Aphanium is new. They had Destined Liberty before. And also Kitsune was once in the Belaf team. But just for 1 season before going for his own team with a Losi. And Belaf just not having the tanks, not having the safest strats anymore, not having yeah, the one thing that it takes to win anymore. The others just, I mean, BLove is doing a great job, so they are playing really well, but other teams in the top 8 seem to mostly be just slightly ahead. Now Quick is going for a very heavy lineup again, lots of hull down tanks there. Double S-Conk, quadruple M4, 1 light tank. BLove also going for quadruple M4, an IS-7, FE215B, mouse tank on top. And that means that both teams are going pretty heavy. Actually full heavy for BLove. 19,256 hit points. BLove definitely starting with a hit point lead here. 1.3k more than Quick. Mainly due to the light tank and also the mouse on BLove's side. Noobvi tank here. The only in light on the field is quite confident to immediately cap base A. And BLove is going for AB. Rumpelstilzchen using reactive armor as he takes 1 hit from the side. But it looks like it might be possible for BLove to simply take a base B right in front of Quick. There are 2 tanks ready to shoot into B, but they cannot reliably defend without overextending towards any tanks potentially behind here in the park. Evgeny falling back here, getting out of the cap, a wise decision. Rumpelstilzchen also not in the cap here. At the same time, we've got a bait in the back. Triple M4 stacking up here, waiting for anyone to peek around the corner. Vata is also waiting here, not being too aggressive, not getting the spots in on the lights though. And Quick is preparing a push. More and more tanks are stacking up behind base B. Also the AMX is relocating now, same as Striker on a second AMX there. And basically Quick only has to move into base B and they will have the advantage. They don't have to kill some tanks. If they are moving into base B, they will already have the advantage, but I think they can even push in and take out some guns because of this bait in the back here, which is currently completely useless and very far away. But obviously those tanks are unspotted. Now they are turning around, recognizing their mispositioning. Rumpelstilzchen in focus fire. Also base B is getting capped. Trismiel just capping the base here. The others going for the kill of Rumpelstilzchen. Now pushing forwards as well. That will be a free cap for Quick. Rumpelstilzchen about to go down on the very next shot. There he goes. Gun advantage for Quick. But BLove with a nice hit point lead still. About 3k hit points more for BLove. But the second one has been taken out. It was the IS-7. And BLove has to get some guns out of the fight as well. Still having a good amount of hit points, but they need to diminish some tanks. Otherwise, they are not going to be able to win this one if they are lacking the amount of DPM. 2 one-shots on the Quick side. As the third one of BLove got killed. There is the first kill now for BLove. They are still having the hit point lead, but they really need to get some kills. Athenium trying to get Nagibator. Brock Sniper is using reactive armor, but it won't save him. Athenium going in and getting that kill shot in as well. Guns even again. BLove still on a hit point lead. Cap points won't play a huge role on this game. Athenium moving in as BLove lost another tank. Vata struggling here. Will be taken out on the next shot. Might still have a kill shot here. Failing that kill shot onto Trismiel as Striker was shielding. 2 versus 3. Hit points almost exactly the same. But Athenium is not quite that helpful for the moment. Striker, one shot. Might get taken out here by Scorpion Jaguar. No, it is a bounce. It's crucial bounce here. Scorpion Jaguar not getting that shot in and going down now. Suddenly, it is a 3 versus 1, 2 versus 1. But Athenium now in the middle of 2 tanks here. Getting edge-eat by the S-Conk from behind. And it won't have a chance. Oh man, 259 damage. Thanks to reactive armor on the Super Conqueror here. Slobina Lisa. Athenium gets blown up as well. And that is quick with a 4th win in a row. Quick has it. And B-Love, yeah, I won't blame them for not having the motivation anymore, honestly. They have shown some great games, but now they just don't have any reason to really be totally motivated anymore. They know that they won't make the top 4 anymore. So yeah, Quick gets another win. The other games are likely to not be over yet. I can check, but 4-0, that's unbeatable, unless the other games were even faster than these ones. But I guess I can go back to randoms then. Good. Maybe, I don't know, maybe Quick will benefit from this win, but I think it's too early to check the results. Let's do so later on. Hi, Luis. And let's just join over to the iPad again. Actually, I would love to see the other games of Aqua and APA, you know? Or should I just check the battles? I mean, we have quite some time now. Actually, I will do so. I don't know who's streaming them, I will find out. After this game, I will switch over and just... Oh my gosh. Ah, yes, of course. 30p. It's not worth picking. Although, not a horrible trade here, honestly. Yeah, it's okay. Oh, no. Come on, T62. Just gotta make sure we pen. And I would love to not take any more shots. Good. Nice. Alright. Game is basically won. Nah. Tricky shot. Oh, is he promo tracked? Yes. Don't block me now. Okay. Okay. Yeah, oh my. Yeah, just not using reticle calibration there, although it would have maybe helped. Because I was thinking that for one shot only it might not be worth it. Okay, FE over there. Where I cannot really get him. At least I can still get the kill here. And actually one into a V? No? But I'm pretty sure to still have the reload to get one more shot in. Nice! Okay, let me just quickly check who is streaming the other games there. Aqua versus APA. On a game number 2. Upper versus Aqua, okay. Old school. It's not even streamed in English. Okay, let's steal some views. Things for Aqua and API is super important to win here. Therefore, I would love to see the outcome there. Okay, let me just go to the start. This is now Old School's channel. German YouTuber. I have gold boosters. What's the stats? You're talking about the golden boosters there for free XP and stuff. They have like 15% more than the violet ones. Not a huge amount. They were just given out in some event. Alright. First game here, API versus Aqua. API with some very passive positioning. I had some special thingy. That's not what I wanted to do. No. This one? No. My shortcut is not working anymore. Nah. Wait, I should probably mute this. Yeah, let's mute this. Okay, Aqua passive strategy here on the red side. Just not taking any bases. APA has already taken base B. And if we are paying attention to the mini-map, we can see that they have a lot of... Oh my gosh. They have a lot of control over the B area there. Playing pretty passively on the C side. Aqua struggling to get the caps in. Let's actually not comment on the whole thing. I mean, just go over it a bit faster, I would say. So Aqua was able to cap by C. Is just getting away with that, but it's not really that important for them because they still need base B. Yet the thing is that they can still manage to take a base B on the other side, or base A on the other side there, without a huge risk. So having C is a great advantage for them. Base C is the hardest cap to take and also the most important one here because it allows for a double cap. Only having base A or B isn't going to grant you any advantage. So Aqua still has to make sure that they are kind of capping base A, which a light tank is about to do here. Wild Burger on the other side. And yet they also have to be careful about not losing by C again too quickly, because they are lacking the amount of caps right now. Trades. So far not too great on both sides here. Both teams losing hit points. Actually bot to B, super isolated here. Kind of a misplay. Being quite aggressive there. Maybe not a misplay as he has some backup. And API can immediately counter push here with the Aya Max's F3215B. So Favela gets shut down there. An advantage to APA. Aqua losing out on tanks here. Losing the brawl. Both teams lost one tank, but also Aqua losing a second one then. And also, actually that's a win for Wild Burger on the light tank there. But he's also going to get killed. No, actually, yeah, he's still able to get it. Super tricky for Isaac to face an E50M. Last shot into the light tank, 4 versus 4. But API having a lot more hit points now already. And one shot against them. No, API has one shot. 3 healthy tanks. So damage is spread out better on side of Aqua. They were focus firing a little bit better, but the amount of hit points now, 3k versus 5k. Just relatively speaking, that's a big difference. It's now almost twice the amount of hit points on Aqua's side. But API is still having 970 points. Oh, I don't think that Aqua can take back the caps. No. 950. They killed Object 3. But also, oh man. 3v3. Just look at this. 3v3 here. 3k hit points for Aqua. 1600 for API. That's half the amount of hit points only. But they did not manage to take care of the caps. So actually quite a good win for API. Quite an easy win in the end, just because they did better cap management. Okay, let's jump forward so we don't get to see all of that stuff here. That's not relevant. And Old School forgot to update the score. Actually 1-0 for APA. Aggressive, heavy-sided strategy by APA. While not even having many tanks here on the heavy side. ASDF just trying to cap the B cap there without really committing, but at least he can just... Oh, he actually managed to trap Wild Burger. The question is if Wild Burger has the option of escaping still. Kind of depends if ASDF maybe shoots someone else. Oh, T is empty. Meh. Water at the reason. White Burger actually staying there. Interesting choice. I think he's at a huge risk. He needs to run away. And yeah, we can see also Bobby Fischer getting greedy to the left side. Also playmaker. White Burger is misplaying there. He needs to get away with a light tank. He cannot hold up anyone. Would be worth taking just a hit in order to run away. Now API is going full in and they can kill a light tank, which is super freaking crucial for winning the game. But also, the team of Aqua is set up quite nicely for cross-firing, which isn't all that bad actually. You know, just look at the hit point difference. 2k hit points more, over 2k hit points more for Aqua. And as a commentator, it's awful if you're having teams like Aqua and API both beginning with the same letter and you're constantly getting confused then. Same as Crick and QQ. I should just say red and blue. Okay, thanks to the massive shootout, Aqua is actually able to come back from the tank disadvantage. Able to take out some guns here. 6v6. And still a big hit point lead for Aqua. 20% more hit points right now. It looks good. Second gun out of the fight on API side. So Aqua, although they are losing the Happy Toaster, have a new name. It's still an advantage to Aqua by a good margin. 5.4k hit points to just 3.4k. All about that right now, and also taking the bases again. API with a better cap management. But Aqua not sleeping this time and getting back some caps as well. Spassy going down, 3v3. Oh, the hit point gap is narrowing down. It's just 3.6 to 2k now. Caps now being taken by Aqua, all the caps. Yeah, they will have triple cap. And API has to push into the caps again. We can see on the mini-map, or we can see Bobby Fischer there moving over to base C again. But I think that's just not enough, because they're losing caps anyways. They will need 2 caps and some kill. And for pushing in now, API just lacks the amount of guns and also the hit points. Yep, that's a sealed deal. Aqua winning this battle. Oh, sorry. Yep. Nothing that API could be doing here anymore. They're just trying to push in, still finding Ghosty that they can crossfire a little bit, but the cap points, they are impossible to stop. Elmery going in, trying to get the kill shot, but yeah, no chance there. Good. So 1-1. I think I will have to just skim over the games a bit faster if I want to be ready for the next battles. I think the next ones should be starting at 10 past, so in half an hour still. Oh, I'm too far. Alright, a new bay here, IPA playing some E100s as well. Going for the middle strat here. Elmery as a bait in the middle lane. And Elmery will have some backup here on the bridges. As we can see, some tanks moving up around there. Not that much backup though. But now Elmery is covered. Surprisingly, there is really not that huge amount of backup here behind Elmery. We can see some S-Conk, we can see an AMX M4 and the 100, yeah, but they are not that close actually. Aqua relocating back to spawn. Aqua is kind of stuck in the park area for the moment. They will have to repush, although they have the only cap on the field for the moment. Wild Burger a bit out of position, low on hit points. APA with 2.5k hit points more almost. That is not great for Aqua here. Down to 2k hit points difference. Skim forwards a bit. Happy Toaster, sneakily capping base A. That's also going to be a huge here for Aqua. Oh, nice shootout there. But still, Aqua having 2 caps to 1. And they were a lot earlier to cut the bases here. If they can get it to like 800 points or so, then they basically won. Because then it's all about API moving in. But API doesn't wait for that long. Aqua not able to push in on base B either. And there is a lot of pressure which we are not seeing right now. I think it's more about this fight over there. Aqua cannot really push forwards, while API is going in with their tanks into the rear. They might also, yeah, they already done taking base A back. So Aqua is now stuck in front of base B, and they will have to take back base A or push in there. But those tanks are super safe. They are very passive. They have a lot of armor. So if Aqua is not able to win this fight, then they are losing this. It looks like they have a bit of an opportunity here. Yeah, just checking in the background when the next game is starting. Yeah, okay. 10 past. Alright. Alright. Hit point gap narrowed down. Aqua having about the same, even more hit points than API now. A nice push there onto the B cap. Oh, wait, what? What? No, it's not. Blue is not Aqua. That's not the case. But it actually is. Aqua was pushing back onto base A, yeah. Lost some tanks on the B area though, or one tank. They lost Tshirts, but Tshirts was a bait. That was fine. So Aqua has a high ground, has caps as well, 750. But still, I mean, they also have 8k hit points, so 6k. Better positions, but they are lacking the caps now. And I think they still need a cap. Yeah, they are able to take it by C here with Bessie. That's really nice for them. And API is trying to push in with Object 3. But that's not going to matter all too much. API cannot keep the other tanks alive. Only 2 tanks left here on API side. And yeah, just a hit point difference there. API failing to keep their tanks alive. They had a nice hit point lead, but Aqua went for a really good push back into the A area here onto the medium side, which was winning them the game. 2-1 for Aqua now. Actually, let me quickly refresh the page here. I want to see the scoreboard again. The games are not over here of Aqua versus API. Demo has 1-4-0 against Losi. What the hell is going on? Aswell 1 against QQ. No way. The only game that Aswell won so far. This is not good for QQ. Because if QQ does not win against Losi and Quick wins against Aqua, then Quick will be in the top 4 and QQ won't be. If Aqua loses this game, well, they're still playing. If Aqua wins this one, they have good chances of remaining in the top 4. The only match still ongoing is Aqua versus API. But API, they might also still make it into top 4. Oh my gosh. This is too close. Yeah, let's go forwards. Okay, API playing for the park here, having the better spawn this time. Can take the cap lead. Team of Aqua playing a very passive bait strategy. They aren't even trying to take any caps here. Base B is covered very passively. Those tanks also Moved in slowly on the low ground. Bobby Fischer being a bait here. Bobby Fischer being covered from the side. Those tanks being able to crossfire there, so the E50M can barely get killed. Bilaf has played this strategy multiple times already. Alright, so far nothing's happening. Aqua is not falling for it, not falling for the bait. And Appa manages to increase the pressure on the enemy spawn as well. So it's going to be tricky here for Aqua to do something about it. They have to re-push somewhere. They are not having any caps. And I don't think that Aqua can push forwards into the E50M. It wouldn't maybe be better to just push the park. Yeah, that's what they are doing. API now also increasing the pressure on the AMX a little bit. Who is not completely alone, but also API of course knows what's up here. They've also spotted some tanks in the city now. Wise decision by them to also move back into the park, but I think Aqua can still push forwards. Although they will get crossfired quite badly. APA has so many tanks in the middle that if Aqua crosses over to the park, then there will be a lot of hit points lost. So Aqua is actually not going for it. And they are expecting this to be too risky. And they are also not going for the E50M. So what they are doing instead is pushing beneath the bridges here, finding a solution, potentially, to push behind the Super Conqueror. But they are spotted, the FE215Bs there, and are getting counted. Interesting decision making here by Aqua. They are losing some hit points. The question is if it's worth it, if this is working out. This is really, really tricky here. Lots of crossfire on any side. Hit point advantage for Aqua currently. Spassing losing a lot of HP there. Can hide there for the moment. That's fine for him. Oh, Elmery dropping down there. Oh, Machine Gun Tshirts is also coming in. That will be the kill of the E50M. Nicely done. Elmery also dropped down there. Spassy got killed at the same time, but Elmery will get killed here. And Object 3 is overcommitting there. That's a misplay by Object. He's trying to help out, but he is just putting himself into a position where he can get killed quite easily. He should already abandon this push, I guess. Although he might have someone else behind that was just out of frame. Yeah, there was still someone in the spawn. So still 2v2. But Aqua doing better on the trades. This game is going to be all about the kills here, not about the points. And 5k hit points versus 3.6k. Nicely done there. 2v3. Oh man, I wish I could have streamed this. So much action going on here. Intense battle. Object 3 able to pick up the kill there. 2v2. 740 cap points. And actually not a huge difference in terms of HP anymore. Aqua still ahead. But a full life tank there facing what to be. I think Ghosty should probably just go back and cap base C. And not go for the push here. They can of course kill him, but they have a problem with the caps. Ghosty is also getting pressured now by Object 3. But Favela is moving in. Oh my gosh, is Aqua throwing this? API now with the advantage on the HP already. That low roll, 248 damage. But the focus fire is so bad here. Object 3 one shot. Oh my gosh. Ghosty has this 1v1. Must not take an HE there. Nice. Just avoided the HE by throwing the tank in the last moment. And now he can just take it by C. Object is running away. He's not going for the cap at all. He wants to kill. Because it's getting too close otherwise. With object going for base A. Oh no, the time ran out. It's a win for APA still. Oh my gosh. APA winning on points in the end. Crazy. I think honestly, Aqua should have just taken the cap here. They wanted to go for the kill, but I don't know. I was not too aware of the time earlier, but I think they should have taken the base C instead of fighting the AMX. Okay, next match starting in 3 minutes. Let's go over this a bit more quickly. APA playing an aggressive medium-sided strat. Aqua playing for the city, taking the bases. You know what else I can do? I can just turn the playback speed up. Let's go for this. Okay, IPA is free to take base C maybe. They have one thing decapping, but it's not all about that. Baiting strat here in the back. And APA is not falling for the bait and rather pushing back on base A, where there isn't all that much. But the Wild Burger on the light tank has been able to spot that early on and is relocating quite quickly. Aqua now counter pushing onto base D. Potentially also onto base C. They're losing on caps though. They have to make sure to get back the cap. Yeah, they get back base D again. Could not proceed to push on to base C. I think there was a bit of an opportunity to also push base C. It did not quite work out though. Nice counter push here by APA. But APA is losing out on the trades again. And Aqua ganz even. But trades in favor of Aqua. Cap points in favor of Aqua as well. Okay, APA is just losing out on the guns now. Yeah, APA has to push in here because of the caps. And it is a win for Aqua. Nice, 3-2. Let's go for the next one. Forwards. Faster. Okay, in 11 minutes the next game is starting. Alright, APA going for double cap here in the city, same as Aqua did last game. Let's see if Aqua is approaching this game in a different way. Also, APA goes for the bait in the back because it's quite important to hold up the spawn area in order to not get crossfired. Otherwise, it's quite easy for the enemies to push into base B. So this base is required, or this bait is required to cover the base. Aqua far behind on the caps, but able to push onto base A. They lost some hit points on the F2 and via B, crucial. Still possible to take base A. They are on a triple cap for the moment and are pushing forwards onto B, potentially losing D now, but already... No, it's not the cap lead for Aqua yet. Base A has not been enough. So it's still APA with a cap lead. And Aqua will have to push into base B. But they're already getting pushed from behind. Caps relatively even there. Hit points also quite even. But Aqua is losing a lot of time here with this push. not having a ton of information and hesitating to go into base B straight away. So falling back and actually rotating over to base D again. Going for some crossfire here with Favela. Risky move, but it might be worth it because he can just drag away a lot of tanks. Is a bait there. And Aqua can get back into base C. I think that's absolutely worth it here. Aqua is ahead now. Although, oh, misplay there by the light tank. Too aggressive. But still, Aqua has triple caps now. APA committed so many tanks to re-pushing base C and pushing out a light tank that they are losing tanks in the front, which were meant to hold up a base B. Oh, still API is ahead on the points. Oh, I did not expect this. And Aqua is also down on hit points. Guns also in favor of API. They have not lost any tanks yet? What? Man, Aqua. How did you not manage to win this? Too much hesitation here. Felt like a safe win. API was pulling away so many forces. They had 2 tanks going for the light tank on base D, basically. They had 3 tanks going for the Super Conqueror on base C. And still, that's 5 tanks. Aqua was not able to kill 2 tanks with 5 tanks and take the 3rd cap on time. That was way too slow there. Okay, tiebreaker. And this tiebreaker is so important. And then Normandy. Oh, heavy cap here of base A with all these S-Kongs and the T-100 light tank in the back. Covered by the teammates. It's mainly the T-100 capping the base. The others are just taking the shots. But API lost a lot of hit points. Look at this. 17k hit points to merely 15k. 14.5k. So API is down 2.5k hit points here. Oh. Oh, that's climb. Bobby Fischer climbing up the hill there to cover base A. But Aqua can just push the high ground now if they want to. Yes. But the caps are becoming an issue. 3k hit points down on API side. API did really not do well on the trades. But Aqua needs to use it. They need to make use of it. They need to push in so they can use the hit point advantage that they have. They have a massive HP lead. They can absolutely win this. But only if they are going in and not hesitating for too long. And they know that there is the climbing, or there is the light tank on the hill, so they can avoid it. They can just push the high ground. Can take the base here, nice. Nice crossfire there onto ASDF. 14.6k to 12k hit points. Looking good here. Wildburger alone there. Uni pushed down to the beach. I think that's a mistake. Because he will take a long time to get back up again. I think at this point Aqua wins this. Cap points are still in favor of APA. 800 to 670. But look at this. Wildburger actually able to shoot down Elmery to a one-shot. This is Aqua's game now. Even if he goes down there. Am I too early to judge here? 900 points for API, but 2 caps for Aqua. And they can also probably stop base A. Oh, Bobby Fischer lost so many hit points on the jump there. And base A can get stopped. Now 6.2k hit points to 4.8k. And APA has to push in again. With such a huge disadvantage. Oh my gosh. It's so close. 2 minutes left to go. Room invite should already be in for the next game that I'm going to stream. Oh, how freaking close is this, please? Aqua still not having the caps, but they are soon about to have them. And they can now pick up some kills here. They have twice the amount of hit points. Yes, it will be Aqua's game here. 900 points for API. If API could get some kills. Yeah, that they are not going to be able to do it. Bobby going down. That's the win for Aqua. Oh my gosh. OMG. So close here. Alright, let's quickly get the game started. And I will have to quickly ready up. Meanwhile, I can actually... No, wait. Game still loading, come on. Room invite accepted. Good, now Demo versus B-Love. Let me still check the last thing here. With the updated score. I think API doesn't have a chance anymore for making it into top 4. Even if API wins the last game against Aswell. Wait, if they are not going to get ahead of Crick, right? Crick and API, they have probably met as well. Let's see. Crick was winning against API, so even if API gets to the same amount of points as Crick has, it will still be Crick ahead on the leaderboard. So API doesn't have any chance anymore. So now it is all about Crick and QQ, because currently QQ is 4th, Crick is 5th, and they're having the same amount of points. So if QQ loses and Crick wins against Aqua, oh my gosh, then it will be Crick in the top 4 and QQ is going to be out. QQ is fighting the harder opponent, but for none of the opponents here, neither QQ's opponent nor Crick's opponent really needs the extra point. Aqua is safe to be in the top 4, same as Losi is safe to be in top 4. So I don't know, might go anywhere. Now we are seeing, yeah, we're seeing the last match here for B-Love, which is B-Love versus Demo. Again, for both of these teams, the score here does not matter at all anymore. Demo already managed to get into the top 4 safely. They cannot get ditched out anymore. B-Love is sure to not make it. Therefore, they are also experimenting a little bit with the lineup. Now going for a Jagd E100 and a 60 TP. Hopefully no meme games and still some seriousness in here. Come on, B-Love. Show us what you got. Make it work. Alright. Last encounter of the evening. Demo versus B-Love. Oh, double speed boost on Evgeny. Oh, does he actually? No, he does not make it. I thought it would require a boost, but apparently double speed boost can also do the trick. I mean, he would have done it in training room. He will have tested that, just that it did not work out. But now he used the speed boost already, so I guess he's not going to try again. because it won't work out anymore. Over there we've got Pyroblast on an aggressive first spot on the hill. Overlooking this entire side here. And still climbing up there. Kopiat is spotted, so they know there is some light tank somewhere. And now Evgeny is getting spotted. Shots fired. Just not connecting there. And Bilaf is getting aggressive on base B. Evgeny sitting in the back here. Still decapping base B. But base B can likely be taken. Dr. Watson on the Kranwagen. Having a nice hold on spot there, but is down on the clip. So base B was a free cap for Bilaf basically. Did not lose all that many hit points, but Demo is coming back in here to counter push. Skeloides filing the shot there. Bilaf in trouble now. Being encircled, and Demo can take back base B as well. But Pyroblast may be overcommitted in the back here. Pyroblast try to push out Evgeny, but suddenly gets surprised by the AMX M4 there. Evgeny will have to kill. One more shot will be required there. That will be the gun advantage for the team of Bilaf. Crucial to get that light tank out of the fight. But now it will be about capping by C for Evgeny, while the others are all fighting in the city here. Vata in trouble. Can hide behind that rock here. Nicely done. Can circle around here and just not get killed anytime soon. Chieftain in focus fire. He's going to take one more from the AMX, and there he goes up. Hori also pushing in nicely. The Hori really often doing a great job for the Demo strats. Able to play quite aggressively as well. Zilavushka putting a shot into the Hori, but he's also low on hit points now. Won't survive much longer. 4 versus 6. 3 versus 6 actually. Demo not able to push back into the city here. And Bilaf also winning on points. And that is a first win to Bilaf. (1-0) for Bilaf. And that was Middelburg, number 1 of 2. We are going to see the same map for one more game. And this time Bilaf is also playing a Hori and the BZ-75. Even the Yak on the field just allowed them to win. Maybe they're going for it again. We don't know yet. Demo going for a bunch of Chieftains. Triple Chieftain there. Super Conqueror. AMX M4 and a light tank as well. And 223 potentially. Bilaf not ready yet. Also going for an LT and almost all possible heavy tanks. So many different heavies. Okay, it's not an E3 here. For Demo, it's a Kranwagen. Bilaf going for an E50M. Double IS7. I mean, they're switching around a lot. Still not ready with everyone. Double BZ-75 it is. Double F215B, AMX and a mouse. Don't tell me you're switching again. Are you? No. Okay. Now they are ready. Alright. Swap spawns now in this game. Hit point advantage for Belaf. The Chieftains not having that many hit points as the other tanks. Although Demo decreased the amount of Chieftains to 2. Oh, Evgeny getting super aggressive here. Not expecting there to be much backup, but nice ram here. Putting the light tank down to half the hit points. 442. The E50M puts in a nice big shot for 400 damage. Almost got to kill the light tank, but is now in trouble as well. Can not get the light tank out of the fight anymore. Pyroblast able to survive there. Belaf only now moving up the hill. Base A has been taken. Base C has been taken as well. And now comes the heavy front here of Belaf. Everyone moving up. And the mouse is going to go in first. And Demo is kind of splitted here. They're also down one tank basically. They have the light tank being a one-shot who cannot fight aggressively anymore. Nice HE there by Scorpion Jago into the Chieftain. The mouse just moving over the hill and going to absorb the damage. And there comes the push now. Vata coming in with a big HE, 873 damage into that Chieftain. Aphanium gets the kill. And Belaf moving into Arcane. Having the focus fire 4-1 here. Guns even. Vata putting in a big shot into Arcane. Arcane going down. Gun advantage for Belaf. Hit points neck and neck. Caps do not matter in this battle. The light tank is far away. Cannot really support all that much unless someone is overpeaking. So it is effectively a 2-tank advantage on the hill here, but also Belaf lost another tank. But Belaf is also about to kill Evgeny. There he goes. 3 out on either side. With a light tank, 1 shot in the background. Not able to do much. Kopiat in a 1v1 against Scorpion Drago on the BZ. Who is maybe able to flank around, circle around here. Cannot penetrate frontally. Nice 716 damage shot into the flank there. What is happening on the other side here? Vata is losing out against the Kranwagen, getting killed. As the Chieftain is moving up 4 versus 2, 950 points to Demo. Belaf can still go for the last kill shot of Kopiat. But the points are already winning the game. A nice job here. Was still fancy game here by Belaf. Almost won this with this brawl push there. That wasn't all that serious anymore, I reckon. Also, he still dealt 2.2k damage? What? How? He did not only shoot the light tank then? Yeah, he was shooting the light tank and ramming him down to 30 hit points. And still getting in some shot into the Chieftain. He dealt more damage than 3 of the tanks of Demo. And more damage than 4 of the tanks on Belaf's side. And that means we are in a 1-1 situation. But okay guys, if you play like this, then make it quick. Demo now playing double FV215B Chieftain, triple AMX M4, 2100 light tank, so back to a meta lineup. Belaf going for double Hori. A light tank FV42, triple AMX M4, now a naval frontier. Yeah, those are the last games for BLove in this season. For the next 2 days, they can only be watching the others. While Demo can still take it as a practice session, but of course also does not want to expose any special strategies anymore. Double Hori now on BLove's side, probably going to try to hold base A. I mean, everything else would be really risky to do with those tanks. Actually, they are going up. It might work out if they are able to remain unspotted on the hill and are facing something. But there is no one. Vata spotting Demo's push towards base A, so BLove can afford to play quite aggressively. They are already on base C, halfway done. And BLove is pushing in aggressively here into Demo, where there is Arcane isolated. Arcane about to get bamboozled there, taking 2 shots. Taking 3 shots. The reactive armor doing its job though, decreasing the damage taken by a lot. Skeloides also took a lot of crossfire here, even more than Arcane. Cap advantage to BLove. Hit point advantage to Demo as well. Slightly better crossfire for them. And Evgeny got blind shot there. No way. Hori having some crossfire. Hori's both having some good positions there on the hill, on the high ground. Anyone peeking out can get shot by them potentially. But Kupiat is well covered there. Evgeny pushing deep down into the enemy spawn. There's a Hori shooting into the middle. Kupiat taking 1. Another shot into Kupiat. Well done. So hit points. Almost even. No, still Demo ahead. Also, Skeloides getting shot there by Watson with some failed HE. Still, 200 damage will also help potentially. Oh, Vata getting aggressive here. Vata spotting, trying to overlook this area here. Might have shots onto the FV215B. Both light tanks together now. Maybe finding Pyroblast there, but they are getting spotted without finding Pyroblast. Crossfire here by the FV. It is about the AMX down here at the Chieftain. Scorpion Jago getting focused hard. Aphanium coming in to shield or trying to. Kupiat down to a 1-shot. Scorpion Jago still getting killed there. Both teams lose 1 tank. But with the bases B still on side of Demo, it is going to be fairly easy for them to win on caps. Unless BLove can push in on base A and stop the base here. They can for now kill Pyroblast. Vata taking him out. 900 points for Demo though. Both teams lost 2 tanks. No, actually, yeah. Both teams lost 2 tanks. And base A can get pushed out now. Good shootout here auf Rumpelstilzchen. Skeloides getting pushed on too by the FV. Good shot in there. Rumpelstilzchen also having a big shot into the FV also. Vata coming in now to clear up that kill. 1k points though for the team of Demo as they just managed to take out Skeloides. Well done. So we are in a 2-to-1 situation now. Demo getting the advantage here. Darkman, I did not play all the games on Lion today. I was having the Lion early already. I played 30 games on test. Today I played like 20 battles, I think. Something like that. Not even. Most of them, I think like 36 or so, I played on test before. Without the tungsten rounds, by the way. So it was still worse than it is right now. But just by a small margin. And next game on a Naval Frontier again. Demo going for a VK72 double chieftain, Kranwagen, AMX M4, enter the light tank, and Belaf going for an E50M, triple M4, double FA215B, and an LT. Actually, kind of similar lineups in terms of mobility. Yep, I would say so. Demo strat looking a bit more like a holding strategy, but they also have some very aggressive elements there with the chieftains. And Belaf has a very versatile lineup. They can do a lot of different stuff. Back into the game. Potentially 2 more wins needed only for Demo. I mean, of course, they only need 2 more wins, but it might be ending with that. And I guess that Demo is playing a bit more seriously than Belaf is right now. Pyroblast going for the first spot. Spotting Rumpelstilzchen, getting in a nice shot there as well. And Pyroblast is falling back. Oh, push into base B. Belaf not memeing around at this time. Taking the B-cap early on. Aphanium going for a spot here to make sure that no one's there to decap, but Arcane puts in a big shot. Snapshot there on the move. Aphanium just overpeaking just a little bit. No caps for Demo yet. Now they're taking base C, but Belaf has control of base A and B. And they will not struggle with caps at all. Only that they have to make sure to not lose anyone in the rear, nor to the front here, because especially those AMXs are at danger of getting pushed onto, as we've already seen on last game. Oh, Pyroblast sneaking up through the middle. Pyroblast on the light tank going into the B-cap. Scorpion Jago not able to reach him. There is some backup for Pyroblast. The Chieftain aiming for Scorpion Jago. Vata coming in now. Pyroblast still unspotted. Hiding behind the wall here. He is perfectly hidden. But he can also not escape safely. And Belaf is rotating again. They are now behind on the caps. Trying to get in some crossfire. The E50M therefore relocating back to spawn. They are trying to make a play for the high ground, I guess. Trying to win over there, but the E50M is not going to do so on its own. Nice shootout there of the Chieftain. But Skeloidus is in trouble. They are not having enough tanks available here. Now it will be about killing the E50M. And if they are able to kill the E50M together, then Belaf has an advantage in this area again. But the light tank is not sleeping. Immediately coming back into the fight here. Focus on the light tank. Damage splitting up, not all that great. Also, Evgeny suddenly on his own. Vata decided to go for Evgeny. Hit point advantage to Demo, by the way. Cap points on the side of Demo as well, but base B gets stopped again. Athenium trying to fight for it, try to get the Chieftain out. Definitely has to make sure to stop that cap, but the E50M goes down here. Failed to get the Chieftain out. Base B got stopped now. Base C got stopped as well. But B-Love is struggling to keep their tanks alive. Only 3 tanks against 5. And the Lavushka, the FE2 and 5B here, is also getting crossfired by the light tank. Going down, getting killed by the Kranwagen, was absolutely trapped there. 900 points for Demo, as they are also making sure to get by C back again. They are already having 8k hit points versus 3k. Okay, still putting out a big shot into Vata. Rumpelstilzchen got taken out on the other side. Only leaving Vata in a 1 versus 5 situation. Arcane going for a max roll into that side. 990 points, 995, 1000 points for Demo. Last match for Demo potentially. Now it is the 3rd win for Demo here. Match point therefore. And we can see Lagoon on the last game. Likely the last game. Demo. It's too early to talk about the lineup here. They're probably still switching around a bit. Still a minute to go. Okay, double Chieftain, double AMX M4, light tank for Demo. Another AMX still and a Kranwagen. And B-Love is going for double F1YB, triple M4, double E50M. Looks more serious again. But the question is if they really want to go for a try-hard game in the very end, when it really does not matter at all. They could just end it here on this battle. Just go for some random game here, honestly. And then it is over. Yeah, Darkman, they are. As CCs, you do get test tanks. And we can play them a little bit like the regular super testers as well. But just as it is for them, the tanks get removed. What we keep is the stats, other stats on the tank, and also if they are fully equipped, then we also get the equipment and stuff like that. Because they are saved on the tank. Okay. B-Love versus Demo now on maybe the last game, and I wouldn't be mad about it if it was the last one, because I'm super tired after 6 hours of streaming today. In 2 streams, 2 tournament streams. My throat is hurting already. I've been drinking so much tea already, and it did not help yet. Demo going for a quick spot in the middle. And B-Love going for an aggressive, medium-sided strategy with the E50Ms. One moving up here to secure the higher ground, the other one going into by C immediately. And Demo is going towards the base A. He had no cap advantage for them. Only now they are in the cap. They still have some tanks able to cover base B though. Arcane and Mortarion, Pale King. Sitting there with the M4s ready to shoot anyone who is going into base B or potentially peeking up here. Nope, they are not prepared. There they go with some big shots. 541 damage, almost a max roll on that first hit. But Arcane in trouble now. Getting pushed onto by many different tanks. Arcane in bad focus fire, also having some tank to the back and going down quickly there. A nice shootout by Belaf. Also the second M4 is struggling, but Belaf does not have to continue their push. It would put them into bad positions. They can just take base B and win it on the hit points. Suddenly they have 1.5k hit points more and a tank more on the field. They can simply take the base and wait for Demo to repush. Just keeping the patience is going to be worth it here. Belaf is at a bit of a disadvantage over here in the spawn. Skeloides and Scorpion Jago are getting pressured. Not really having a huge disadvantage, but taking some big shots as they are trying to escape here. They are getting crossfired nastily, losing the hit point lead that they already built up early on. Scorpion Jago and also Skeloides, both low on hit points now. Suddenly it is Demo again with the advantage in this game. Pyroblast coming in for some shot. Evgeny picking up that kill. A gun advantage? No, not a gun advantage. Guns even again. Of course, there has been a kill early by Belaf, so guns are evened out again. Caps still in favor of Belaf, and they are also making a play for base A. But Evgeny is completely alone there against Dr. Watson and the Kranwagen, so Evgeny has to drop. Pyroblast coming in from the side, not quite getting the shot in. Is going to chase down the E50M though. E50M also used as reactive armor already, so Pyroblast can win the 1v1 quite easily. Pyroblast just chasing, going for some other shots here, some crossfire. Base B is also getting stopped now. Wise decision to do so, just to be safe. Aphanium lone hit points on Belaf's side, but Evgeny here quite aggressive, down to a one shot already. Oh, what was that? Rumpelstilzchen not able to penetrate here from the front. Of course, Chieftain with the lack of high pen premier ammunition, also not having the best penetration. Demo having about 1k hit points more. Now moving in, now having the tanks again. Going for 2 kills, one after another. Gun advantage for Demo. But also, Belaf managed to get a kill again. Mortarion might get killed by the Chieftain, but the Chieftain is fluffing the shot. Not connecting there. Having the Kranwagen to his back now. And struggling to penetrate. There, but gets the kill in on the M4. 3 versus 3. No, 3 versus 4. 3 versus 3 now suddenly. 2v2. But both of the Belaf tanks are one-shots. Evgeny down there. Fighting the Kranwagen, who does not have a full clip. If Evgeny does not have reactive armor, he is dead. There he goes. And that leaves us with Skeloides, who's a one-shot. Kills himself with an HE to the wall. And that is Demo winning game number 4. So we are done with these battles here. Done with the live tournament games in general. Okay, I doubt that all the scores will be in yet. Let me check. So yeah, the interesting games are still ongoing. API won against Aswell, of course. So API is also having 3 points now, but Crick and QQ are still playing. And yeah, API cannot overtake Crick anymore. So Crick might still make it into the top 4. We've still got Losi versus QQ, and we've got Crick versus Aqua. Let me just check those games there. Let's do the same thing, right? Let's just check the results, although I probably won't just comment over all of those. I'm just interested in seeing something, maybe follow QQ versus Losi a bit. Who is following them? Aqua versus Crick is on Maurits channel. And QQ versus Losi on Old School's channel again. Good, that is alright. So we've got currently QQ versus Losi 3-1. That's already a nice advantage for QQ. And they might actually win this on this battle, yeah? That's definitely possible. They just need... Well, they are having gun disadvantage. Hit point advantage though. Cap disadvantage as well. Renamed user in focus. We're struggling there. Okay, that's still possible to go anyway, but the QQ has the lead here on the hit points. Also having the same amount of guns now. QQ looks like they are winning. Oh, so many one-shots on the field. Both teams with 2 one-shots. Gun advantage for Losi though. They struggling there. 3 versus 4. QQ with a gun advantage suddenly. Well, honestly, it's fine. If QQ wins this, I will be happy. Because then we've got Losi in the top 4, QQ in the top 4. And I know people in both of the teams. And also Aqua will be in top 4. I guess, yeah. Alright, that's going to be a win for QQ. Nice. And as they are throwing now, it will be about days just farming. And the others surviving. Yeah, Days can just push in here. But he's the only one with hit points. The others are all one-shots. For Losi, it honestly doesn't matter. It's only about the seeding then in the last stage, in the second stage. And only about whom they are going to face there. Okay, let's check the other games on Maurits. Not live? Of course. Oh, we don't have a score here. Let me just quickly see where there's the garage. Quick versus Aqua, pretty close here. 2-3, but Aqua on the match point. And Aqua having double cap. Cap lead as well. Yeah, and of course a hit point lead by a small margin. If Aqua wins this, they have their place also secured in the top 4. I don't even know if they can drop out here. But I'm happy that QQ secured their spot in the top 4 already. I mean, if Quick won, then I don't know if they can get above Aqua still. Okay, nice crossfire here onto Trizmir. Aqua having some nice positioning here to catch this push. And Quick absolutely running into them. Aqua immediately reacting really well here. Counter pushing there. Striker now also low on hit points. Yeah, that's going to be a win to Aqua, pretty sure. Although Quick is also counter pushing on the other side. But good amount of hit points on the other side already. I mean, on the Aqua side, okay. Alright, yeah, that looks like Aqua is having a good amount of hit points, 7.5 to 6.7k. Guns, even though caps can get swapped around in favor of Quick, it's not entirely over. But Quick has a one-shot, so does Aqua have a couple of low hit point tanks. This might actually get to the tiebreaker still. Oh, FV missed a shot onto the Super Conqueror. No. So getting the kill. Guns even 8 points in favor of Aqua now by about 500, 600. Yeah, okay, now it's looking good for them. Now they have it. 2.6k to 3.8k hit points. Sabina Lisa still trying a push there. Taking big one. Going to get killed for that as well. 3 to 3. But only, yeah, 2 to 3. Okay, good. And that's a win for Aqua. So we've got our final top 4. Nice. 1v2. And he's also not going to survive this. For sure. No. Not quite a kill yet. Yep, that it can go in. Nicely done. Aqua also making it. Securing their spot. Let's refresh here. Check the final results. So all games are over. Demo actually on first spot, man. A completely new team. They have a couple of players who have some tournament experience on higher level as well. But mostly, I mean, it's a PC team. Maybe they have renamed as well. Most of their names are totally unknown to me. And they are doing so well here. That's incredible. Losi has also done really well in this season. Only lost 2 games, and in the end it really did not matter to them. So that's totally fine. I mean, against Demo 4-0 and also 4-1 in the end. And was that really needed? I don't know. But of course they did not have to expose any super secret strategies. Did not have to try hard. QQ also making it into the top 4. They struggled a bit occasionally as well. Were not looking 100% convincing. Aqua also struggled a bit, but in the end they still managed to get their shit together and perform well. Still finishing on the 3rd spot here. Yesterday that was still looking a bit worse. They had the 4th spot yesterday. Well, after the first day they were even lower than that, I guess. Yeah, if Quick managed to win against Aqua, then they would have both. They would have both had the same amount of points. Both would have 4 points then, and Quick would be ahead of Aqua actually because they would have that extra lead there. So for them, it was still super important. Quick could have still made it into the top 4 here. Close matches here. Unfortunately for me, the last round-robin games were not all that relevant and not the most intense battles anymore because of Belaf just dropping out against APA earlier. Nonetheless, so far already an amazing season. So many great games here. Lots of tension here. Only Asriel just not performing as well. And only Asriel not performing as well as yeah. Hopefully you understood what I was trying to say there. That was actually not an intentional pun. Okay. We're done with this. I will not go for any more random games because I'm freaking tired and my throat hurts. I will just have my 5th tea today and so gotta set up the streams for tomorrow. Damn it. Really nice to see those battles here. White Fox finally watched your stream without falling asleep. Hey, that's an accomplishment. 9 avoids the carving, mesmerizing, makes you sleepy. I don't like this as a compliment. But okay. I mean, if I sound relaxing, then it's a good thing, I guess. It was an interesting tournament. Let's hope we see more like this in the future. Anyway, I'm out, fellas. Goodbye. Good night. Okay. Good night, White Fox. And yeah, we are of course still having 2 more days of tournament. Tomorrow we will see the top 4 stage then. First stage is only seen here. Alexander Zuraviev. You know what I'm going to do. You know what I'm going to do. Let me just open my YouTube thing again. Alexander, you will just be muted on this channel now. How can I do this? Hide user on this channel. Just asking for a gift, for sure. I've got quite a few of those people just coming in here. Gift me, please. Yeah, sure. I put in all the effort basically for free. Okay, I get a bit of money, a few donors, but it's not like I would make a huge amount of money from the tons of hours that I put in here. Absolutely not. Far lower than minimum wage. Then people come in and asking for gifts. Sure. Sure. Good. Have a good night, everyone. Have a good evening still. See you back then, hopefully tomorrow on the double elimination stage. And the day after on the grand finals as well. Yeah, I will be streaming APAC and EU server. Was already really nice so far. And I'm looking forward to the last games. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the stream, please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Discord server as well. And see you back tomorrow. Goodbye.